You ever had a gut feeling that maybe you were meant for more, but you weren't really sure what the next best steps were to achieve it? Me too. So what's your more? What's your destination?
Good morning. Long time no see. Sorry, I'm walking the dog. You know, sometimes he gets me all wrapped up here. Well, I am out getting the dog out for a quick little walkies, and I'm getting ready. I'm going to do a 3-hour ride this lovely Saturday. Last weekend I rode about 3.5 hours, so it's like a little bit of a cutback in time, but I think intensity is definitely won't be lacking. Let's just say that. Is that a nice way of saying it? Definitely there on the intensity. So getting ready for that, and then I have a Team Varlo team call right after my bike ride. So I gotta kind of hurry up and get going on the bike. No dilly-dallying this morning. Gotta get ready for that call. It's gonna be great. We're gonna talk about all sorts of things. So I am the Northeast regional captain of Team Varlo. Yeah, hey, I just enjoy sharing the Varlo love with all of Team Varlo, and it's great when we can kind of get together like this, even if it's virtually. So gonna make that happen, and hopefully I can not suffer too hard on this bike ride, and then maybe get some recovery. And I also, man, it's been a while since I updated you guys. I also started a new job that's got me on my feet a lot, and just kind of in an acclimation period with that. Today I am not working, so I'm thankful that I'll be able to knock all these things out. Didn't have to get up super early. So, you know, that's what I got going on. I think it's gonna be a good day, y'all. It's gonna be good. You know, Woodford is he's having a good day already too. So, yeah, good vibes. All right, keep you updated. All right, I said no dilly-dallying, but you know, there's always a little bit of dilly-dally when you're getting ready for your bike rides. I'm officially running, just a little bit late, but I'm not going to be late for the call. I won't be late. I'll be just a little sweaty, but I think that's acceptable when you're showing up to a call for your triathlon team, right? Like, you could be a little sweaty, and it's going to be okay. I'm just trying to get in a quick little wake up of those glutes, a little warm up. Last weekend, kind of had a little bit of a flare up with my knee. A lot of last year I was dealing with some issues with my the patellofemoral syndrome. Basically, it was an overuse thing and a lack of strength thing. So I've been trying to stay on top of that because that was a little scary. That I was feeling a little bit of symptoms there. So doing my best to stay strong. Looks like I got on the week ahead. I've got some prehab stuff, and my coach is adding back in. So we're gonna kind of go back to the drawing board on some of that. Ooh, my bike fit. Gosh, was that like 2 weeks ago now? I don't even know. Maybe it was a week ago. Got these new insoles for my cycling cleats. I think they're working pretty good so far. But it always catches me off guard because I'm not used to feeling them. Anyways, Woodford just stole something. I'm gonna go get whatever he got, and then I'm gonna jump on the bike. So I'm running a little late, folks. Here we go. I'm here on the bike, warming up. Woodford's super hype. My co-pilot that's usually here, my husband, his work has been really picking up lately, so He's unfortunately at work, kind of a bust, but he plans to get in his ride when he gets home from work. That's always kind of the age-old question of us triathletes, right? When you got, your responsibilities in life, are you fitting in those workouts before you go to work or after or both? I don't know if there's ever really a perfect answer. I guess it kind of just depends on what you got going on. To each their own. I'm on my warm-up here. Looks like I got a few pops to get into that warm-up, and then I got 30 minutes steady zone 2. And then I start to get into some 8-minute intervals. The first set are probably like tempo, and then the second set are threshold. So, and those are at the end, of course. Don't you love when you gotta do the hard stuff at the end? Finish with a bang, that's right. So we'll see. To be candid, my power on the bike has not been the same this year, and I've been working really hard to try to get it back. I think being sick definitely set me back in more ways than I recognized. So, slowly getting back into it. This past week, had some good runs. I really did. I set a PR on the 10-mile distance last Sunday. I set a 2-mile PR on Wednesday. That makes me a little nervous. So many PRs in 1 week. But my body was hurting towards the beginning of the week, and I think it's because I had no recovery time. I was going right onto my feet, right to work over the weekend. And it was like shutting down on me come Monday. But this morning, I'm actually feeling pretty good energy. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood here. Actually, I do. My little shelf here. I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm optimistic about this ride. Last weekend I had a fun ride. It was called the pretzel loop or something. I had to look it up. It used to be like one of the hardest rides available on Zwift before they started expanding some of their different worlds and lands on the software. It's basically like 2 giant hills. It's like semi-flat for about 10 minutes, so that's like your warm-up. And then you go right into like a 45-minute climb. At least that's how long it took me. It might take you less time, but I was definitely cursing that ride at first. And then I was like, hey, this is kind of fun, because normally I'm riding structured interval rides. Hey, Woodford, come here. Come here. Woodford has now also taken something that he's not supposed to have, and he's staring at me because he knows. He knows I'm not going to do anything about it because I'm on my bike. He's very smart. Smart boy. So, yeah, normally I'm doing these structured interval rides, and when you have structure after structure, sometimes it's nice to have that mental break where you're just riding, right? So I'm actually kind of looking forward to the weather warming up, getting outside. We've had some rain here the past few days, or else, technically maybe I could have gotten outside, but definitely wanted to see how my body was going to hold up to this ride today. So I think I saw someone post somewhere that there's 100 more days until Ironman Lake Placid, and boy, if that doesn't make you freak out, I don't know what will. And then I've been trying to not lose my sight on that, like, hey, that's definitely a priority. But I'm also training for 70.3 Morro Bay. That's coming up 3rd weekend of May out in Cali. Gonna go back, pretty much like a homecoming for me. See the fam, see the beautiful California Central Coast. And this is my 2nd time returning to this race. Last year was the inaugural year. So I'm kind of excited to see how I fare. Illness may have taking me back, but I've been making some gains in some other ways, like making a commitment to my strength training. My run seems to be coming along nicely for this time of the season, a little bit earlier in the season. Swimming, I would say my swimming fitness, when I look at graphs on Training Peaks, that's also coming along very nicely. I'm a little bit ahead of where I was last year at this time. The only thing I'm just so slightly behind on is the bike, in terms of if I were to compare this year's self to last year's self. But you know, it's a slippery slope. You don't want to get too deep into the comparison game, even when it is yourself. Like, yes, we're all out there. It's a single man and woman sport. We are competing against ourselves to be the best that we can be, and I think that that's exactly it. You got to show up, be the best that you can be that very day. Leave it all out there. Well, looks like my warm-up is almost up, so I should probably stop chatting, get focused, make sure I got my snacks available. I know where those are at. I know where my bevs are at. And we're gonna rock and roll, people. Here we go. Well, that was hard. Just finished my last interval, and the notes were, if you're feeling good, don't be afraid to push it. Oh my God. Well, I did. And now I gotta recover. I got like a 20-minute recovery, cool down, warm down, whatever you like to call it. And then I gotta pretty much jump right into the team call. Here we go.
All the way from Texas, our governor. He's not really governor, but he knows everybody. That's my father. He's also racing. He is kind of around the race today, so I'm just traveling. My name is Leah. She's in New York. She actually lives all over the place. And she is going to be spearheading the nationals events.
I'm here. Hey gang, I'm Leah, your Northeast Regional Captain. And first I just wanted to talk just a little bit about what is a live experience in general. So live experiences are a weekend of community. It's not about competition. It's not about those training plans. Like Cody Bill said, hey, sometimes we got to put the training plan aside and embrace our community. So it's being around those that are helping us pursue our goals of tomorrow. Great bonding opportunity, a great experience to learn some new skills and make some lifelong friends. So my first live experience was at Boulder Live in May of 2022, and I was super nervous to sign up. I was a little scared. I didn't really know anyone in person yet, and I'm so glad I went. To me, it was a life-changing experience. I walked away with, a whole family of people and some lifelong friends that I talk to almost every day now. So you get an experience that you just can't get, on social media. When you see these humans right in front of your face, and you're training and you're swimming and biking and running and eating amazing meals with them. It's just another level. So Philly Live is your opportunity to get that wrapped up into one weekend. So August 22nd through 25th, you can expect some dinners, some mentorship, some swimming, biking, running, and it's going to be a triple F weekend. It's food, fun, and friends. So. Join us next time on the Limitless with Leah Triathlon blog, where you'll find more content where we turn limits to limitless.